Hi everybody, it's Erinn. So this is my library book haul part 2. Basically I did a part 1, which you can check in the videos previous to this, of my newfound love for the your local love or your local library. Got it. Mine's called Edmonton Public Library, EPL. That's why I was getting it mixed up there. But wow, like I was saying before, I don't know where I have been on this last little bit about libraries. They're fabulous. Books, $1 a month to rent them. I mean, that's crazy good. So, I'm going to get into the next books that I picked up. I got a huge haul. The first round didn't want to fit them all in one video, so this is the second one. And hopefully I can make it through them all before time runs out on us. So, the first one being, I'm going to, now I kind of went a little bit backwards on this. I just grabbed it. I thought this was the first book in the series. It's a novel series, 3 of them, by Alan Bradley. This is actually the second book in the series. So the first one is The Sweetness of the Bottom of the Pie. And I'm going to show you the back what it looks like. It looks like that one right there. So it's the green cover, The Sweetness at the Bottom of the Pie. And then the second one is this one that I have. So I have the first one on hold. As soon as it's ready, I'm going to pick it up. And then I can read this second one here. Sorry, I just got to fix my camera there. There we go. So this is the second one now that I'm going to, I'll hang on to this. Hopefully I can get the first one right away here and then read through it. And so I'm not overdue on this one. So this is the second one. The Weed That Strings the Hangman's Bag. And it looks like that. And there is a third one. I can't read what it says because the sticker's over top of it. But, a red herring without mustard. And it's like a yellow cover there, but again, the little tag sticking over it. So, basically, these are about, I believe, a character called Flavia de Luce, or Luce, I don't know how to say that, but Flavia. Looks like he is, I don't even know if it's a girl or a boy, to be honest. Anyways, a private investigator, I believe, because it says here they investigate a murder. So, I don't know. I have to read the first one. I'm a little behind or backwards on this. I'm going to read the first one, but it is supposed to be a huge seller. People are raving about this series. So, I'm going to get on the first one, and I'll let you know. I'll do a book review once I'm done, once I grab it, once I'm done it. And then this will be the second one, and then the third one I have on hold as well. So, I like to get through them all right away. So that is the first little book I picked up. Another one I got here has been out for a little while now. It's, I think this is going to be kind of a harder novel to read. It has the storyline is very, I don't know how to say it, or how to put it. Sensitive storyline. It is called Lullabies for Little Criminals, and it's by Heather O'Neill. Basically, it's about a girl who's 13. Her name's Baby. So she's still obviously a child. She lives with her father, but he cares more about his heroin addiction, it says here, than taking care of her. So she definitely has to fend for herself at a young age. Motherless, and like I said, lives with her father, Jules. So Baby's gift is a genius for spinning stories and for cherishing the small crumbs of happiness that come in her life. So I, as any good person would, hate cruelty to animals and people, children. And I have to say, this cruelty to children is just going to eat me alive in this book. I heard it's really good. I do want to read it. Basically, the story does progress into Baby catches the eye, because she's a pretty girl, catches the eye of a local pimp, and her trying to get out of that scenario. So, like I said, this one's probably going to drag at my emotions quite a bit. I do want to read it. It does look very good. And again, it's called Lullabies for Little Criminals. Looks like that. Oh, it's going to be a tough one. The next one, I guess I'll grab this one. It's a novel by Andrew Davidson. It's called The Gargoyle. Looks like that. I've been looking at this for ages. Finally, I saw it. I was going to buy it, and I don't know why I never did. I must have picked it up like 20 times. Every time I went to the bookstore, I wanted to pick it up. But they have a hardcover, and I just didn't know if I want to spend the money on that or not. Then when this came out, I saw it in the library. What the heck? Perfect. So it is about, what is his name? Trying to see who it is. I don't even know if it says his name. Anyway, it's about the character. It's a man who gets into a horrible car accident. He basically burns all over his body, so he's totally scarred. Um, he's recovered. He's not dead. He recovers in a burn ward, but he wants to commit suicide. He thinks his life is over because of this terrible burns and just the way of life he's gonna have to move forward with. But then he meets a woman named Marianne Engel. So she comes to him and says, she appears in his bed ward and says in medieval times, medieval Germany actually, that they were, I don't want to say, I guess that she was his nurse and nursed him back to health. And basically she goes through the story in schizophrenic, so it tells the story of her narrative from back in the day. Like she gets these visions, she says, from God, and she moves forward like that. So I don't really know much about it. I just quickly skimmed it. It's supposed to be very, very good. She basically helps him fall in love again and get over his tragedy and move forward with that. And I think he moves in with her, or she moves into the care of her. And it's supposed to be a really nice love story. So that's called The Gargoyle by Andrew Davidson. And it looks like that. The next one is a series. This is nothing new to anybody probably out there. It's by Jim Butcher is the novel. It's a series. Like I said, there's so many. I mean, I'm going to put them all at the bottom of the screen down here because I obviously don't have them all. To be honest, there's so many. So anyways, I wrote them all down and I will put them there for you. How do I start this? I took out this book before looking at it. I thought I read it. It was number 1 in the series. So I put it on hold. When I came up, I grabbed it. Didn't look in it. I was a little bit surprised to see what I found. So basically the first one is called Welcome to the Jungle. And it's the Dresden Files series. Basically the Dresden Files is Harry Dresden is a he's a private investigator wizard. So he takes on a bunch of cases, supernatural cases, and moves forward from there. I'm not going to get into each individual book. It's supposed to be an excellent series. There's tons of them, so they're obviously very popular. Here's the first one, Welcome to the Jungle. And do you want to see why I'm surprised that I picked this up without looking at it? It is comic. It's a novel, graphic style. Never read one of these before. Probably wouldn't have got it if it isn't, and actually I don't even know if this is the first one. I think this is just comes in a graphic novel, so you don't have to pick this one up. I just Googled here, and it said here Stormfront is actually the first novel, and then Full Moon and Grave Peril, so on and so on. There's a bunch after. I don't have Stormfront yet. It's on hold. I do have the second one, Full Moon, and it looks like that. Jim Butcher, the Harry Dresden series. I'll let you know how they are. I guess I'm going to look through this quickly. Again, I'm not really into graphic novels, so I don't really know, but I'm just going to leaf through it just to see what it's about. So, that's another series. I better hurry up here. Here's the last one I guess I'll do. This is a new, I don't know if it's a series, no, it's just a book, but it's a new one. It is by Catherine Jinks, and it's called The Reformed Vampire Support Group. Looks like that. Basically what this is about is vampires exist in the city, and if you're a vampire, you're forced to go to, you're forced to admit your addiction, join a support group, and reform yourself. So obviously they're not favored in the city, maybe that's a good way to put it. Nina Harrison is a girl who is a vampire, fanged at 15, so she hates these support group meetings she has to go to every Tuesday once a week. She goes, basically what happens is she hates them, she's bored, then somebody shows up, not dead, but not even just dead, burned to ashes, so a vampire. So she decides to, I think, try to change these the support group into not just becoming a support group, but actually taking on, showing them that vampires aren't weak. It's a basic sum up. So she's going to go and find out who killed this vampire and go from there. And then it says here that this group that Nina creates And she has a bunch of people, Dave, there's a few names in here that join her, of the misfit vampires. They're trying to track down the culprit, and then they find themselves up against a clan of werewolf traffickers. So I don't know if this book's going to be good or not. It's brand new. We'll see. It looked fun to read. If it's not good, I don't know. Actually, I'll have to read through it all because I cannot put down a book if I haven't read the whole thing. But that is part 2 of the books. I'm very excited most about the Harry Dresden series, and then of course Gargoyle and Lullabies for Little Criminals. Yeah. It's going to be, oh, and actually the first one I told you, that's going to be good. Ellen Bradley series. So yeah, I have a lot of reading to do. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to come join me at the book club on my blog, which is http://fancynapkin.blogspot.com. I'll put it in the information below. I'll put all the book titles that I just listed and their book orders so that if you want to follow along, I would love you to. Other than that, hope you have a great summer reading, and I shall talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.